do you say to the supreme leader of Iran says that they will not surrender?
Say good luck.
And what is the end game?
Say it.
I know locations run out.
It's already run out. That's why we're doing what we're doing.
You can take out.
Yeah, they had 60 days and a big, 60 days, plenty of time. And they made a mistake. Honestly, they made a mistake.
If the U.S. does strike,
Their country's in ruins. So many people are dead that shouldn't be dead. It's a very sad thing.
Donald's shifting attitude towards this conflict. It seems as if he's listening to Fox News, your Sean Hannity's et al. Because he keeps going back and forth. No, we're not going to do it. Yes, we are going to do it. We're going to stay out of it. We might drop a 30,000-pound bomb, several 30,000-pound bombs. There are airplanes being refueled. There's fueling airplanes in Europe right now that would help get bombers over to that part of the planet. Donald is seriously considering sending American aircraft in to help refuel Israeli combat jets and to try to take out Iran's deep underground, excuse my voice, excuse me, deep underground nuclear site at Fordo with the 30,000-pound bombs. It would mark a stunning turnabout from his opposition only 2 months ago. His quickly evolving stance on Israel striking Iran. One of the cornerstones to his campaign has been avoiding conflicts abroad with diplomacy.
Right.
Which is why a lot of
he was
people
going to be the
voted for
peace
him.
president.
Yeah, that's what my friend said. He's going to stop all war.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can stop wars between two people that are fighting amongst themselves. I don't see how it's not easy. And every time we get involved in the Middle East, it doesn't really turn out that well.
No, it doesn't. Unless we try to broker peace, a couple
right,
of times.
That's different.
Right.
That's different, like with President Carter.
Right.
And
Clinton
absolutely
had some success there as well.
Yes, he did. You're absolutely right. It's just when we try to do other things that people like Lindsey Graham and others want to do, that's when things turn bad.
I read something this morning that he's also listening to Laura Loomer again on this. And he's getting so much advice from Laura Loomer, of all people. Yeah. She's a crazy far right conspiracy theorist who's itching to go to war, and he's listening to her like he's listening to her more than he's listening to his director
to people
of
that
national
should
intelligence.
know what's going on versus a
exactly
blogger weirdo with really bad lips.
And she has no. I mean, yes. I mean,
I'm sorry, it's just too easy.
She looks awful, but she also has. She doesn't have standing in the administration.
Right.
She's not an official advisor. She doesn't work in the White House. She doesn't work in Congress. She doesn't work anywhere except for on her podcast.
Right. I don't. Do you think they're doing it?
I don't know about that, but
Wow, I sounded like a 12-year-old just now.
Do you think they like each other?
Do you think they like each other?
but also all the work she's done makes her look a lot older than she is.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like Caroline Leavitt.
Yeah.
Like, she was very pretty before she got all her work done, and now she's a hard 27.
Yeah, a real hard 27.
Yeah, it's like Stephen Miller's like 30-something.
I don't think he's had any work done though.
He needs work.
Yeah.
Lots of it.
Yeah.
Therapy and otherwise. But he's lot younger than I am, and he looks old.
He does.
He does.
It's just evil ages you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand. We'll talk to Malcolm, obviously, about this because he is much more informed on these sorts of things than little old me. But I do like this.
What?
This was fun. Donald blames Pete Hegseth for the parade turnout.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I love this. This brings me joy. Michael Wolff, the
journalist.
biographer, basically, he told the Daily Beast that Donald wanted a menacing show force to celebrate the Army's 250th anniversary and his 79th birthday, but he got a festive parade instead. It didn't look that festive either.
No, it didn't look festive. It looked boring.
Yeah, he's pissed off at the soldiers. He's accusing them of hamming it up. Not the video I saw.
No.
And by that, he seems to mean that they were having a good time, that they were waving, that they were enjoying themselves and showing a convivial
that's what
face.
you do in a parade.
That's a parade!
We don't do Soviet-style military parades here.
No.
It doesn't seem normal to just goose step along in a parade. A parade is a joyous occasion. You wave to the people watching you.
Yes.
And if it's celebrating the military as well, like,
Yeah.
don't they have a right to enjoy themselves if
Absolutely.
it's about them?
Yeah, during the parade, social media was flooded with images of empty reviewing bleachers and videos of sloppy and out of sync marching by the soldiers, which is, I think that was their big finger to him. Stephen Chung has responded to the above link report with his usual claims of Trump derangement syndrome and peanut-sized rotted brains. I'm sorry, but we all saw that.
Right.
We saw the clips. I
Yeah.
didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
Poor Charlie Pierce was there the whole time.
I can't imagine.
Oh, he's the real trooper.
No kidding. No kidding. Yeah, I mean, it's hilarious that maybe Pete will finally be fired over that.
He should have been fired over other things.
Yeah,
And
I
apparently
doubt
more
it.
National Guard are going to Georgia, Florida, and Texas now.
Oh my God.
Certainly Florida and Texas. I might be wrong on Georgia, but I think that's what I read. Which I know Texas and Georgia and Florida are going to welcome that for sure because of their governors.
Yeah.
I just, we're. Do we know what turned out? How the arguments were yesterday for Newsom's lawsuit?
They haven't. They had a hearing.
Right.
They didn't make a decision yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, because I didn't see anything on the news this morning either.
No.
And then, as we noted yesterday, Mike Lindell did lose his lawsuit, but he claims he won
Right.
because
He has to pay a lot of money that he doesn't have. That he obviously doesn't have.
But he says he won because he didn't have to pay the $67 million.
But
Only
he has to-
$2.3 million.
$2.3 million, which is money he doesn't have.
Right. He was interviewed by Steve Bannon, and he said, "We're the first ones that went all the way to a jury trial, and we won." No, you didn't, Pillow Man. It was unanimous all the way. Every single thing that when they brought up My Pillow, 100% victory. No.
No.
Now the media is coming out and saying, well, you owe all this, Mike Lindell, you owe all of this. Well, that's what appeals are for. Well, true, you can appeal if you
Sure.
can afford it.
Right.
And Bannon said, hang on a second, appeals are only on points of law. What specifically in points of law are your attorneys involved? It's almost never gets appealed, overturned on an appellate level. And Mike Pillow says, there was so many things. Oh, so he can't speak.
No, he can't.
There was so many things they didn't let in that I wanted to bring in that my lawyers wanted to bring in. So I think that might be some of the things, because every time that happened, I'd go into kind of a panic, and they're going, Mike, this is all, if they do this and it comes
my
out,
God.
this is all part of the appeals process.
No. I don't think he understands the appeals process.
No. I mean, when my mom won her lawsuit against the Inquirer,
Yep.
the award was dwindled down,
Right.
but she still won the lawsuit.
Right.
And she sued for $10 million. She got, I think the jury awarded her and then
Okay.
it went down to $200,000
Yeah,
eventually. She
right.
donated all that money, by the way.
Y'all could understand that statement that he said. I'm like, I feel like I'm having a stroke trying to piece it together.
He's been around Donald too long, I think.
It sounds
Right.
like the
He was saying his lawyer didn't want him to introduce evidence that Lindell wanted to introduce, and so that's the legal
Right,
argument.
right.
But that's not really a reason to go to appeal.
Well, I mean,
If your lawyer,
the lawyers basically wanted to bring in stuff, and I guess the judge shut it down, because that's what judges will do. You can't bring in certain things based
Right.
on, whatever they're trying to bring in. If it's irrelevant, basically. If something's irrelevant, it can't be brought into trial. So perhaps there were things they wanted to bring into the trial
Okay.
that they were not allowed to, that they can appeal on to another, an appellate judge, saying, hey, we should have been able to bring this in, and had we brought it in, perhaps the judgment would be different. That's appealable, but I don't think it's going to be overturned. He did not win.
no.
Hey, are you traveling this summer? Will you leave instructions for your house sitter, the name and number of your vet, maybe, the code to your alarm system? Think about the steps you take to prepare for vacation, and you'll get a sense of what goes into a knockbox. Just go to theknockbox.com, use the code Stephanie. Knockbox is a complete system that helps you organize all of your accounts, possessions, and estate plans for your next of kin. Each knockbox, that's NOKBOX, KNOX, comes with a comprehensive checklist that helps ensure you add everything they'll need to manage your estate when you are gone. From your funeral directives to your insurance policies, even the keys to your storage unit, the Knockbox helps you organize it all. If you've got a household, you need a Knockbox. Right now, Stephanie Miller listeners save 16% off the Knockbox of your choice. Just go to theknockbox.com/Stephanie. That's thenokbox.com/Stephanie to get 16% off. Stay calm, get organized today.